Just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Fournette, a first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 39, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Allen. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
First carry here for Todd Gurley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Allen going to try and keep it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the run, watch the run. Switch.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Gurley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. 17-0, our score after one.
Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So I'm going to recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
At the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This will be fielded at the 17.
Now's the time. Don't give up nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
9-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A handoff to Fournette. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. On 3rd and long, it's Allen.
And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On first down, it's Haskins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Let's go, boys.
A big
Let's go.
play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum.
Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
They go play action with Haskins. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll find Gabriel Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
That's complete to Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pick up there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They get this out left, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Steelers.
Here's Haskins to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
We're in
the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
On for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby.
Excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And it takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Fournette. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bills 47, Steelers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And Jones has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up